Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Oh, man. How is everybody doing today? Did you do your a grocery trip today? I want to know. I did. Um, okay, let me find the live here. Sharing this into the group. All right, friends. Okay. How we doing? How are we doing today? It is T minus 2 days till turkey. Am I correct? We're not having turkey in our house. Hey, Linda. I'm making a ham. I have this super great brown sugar crock pot ham recipe that it is so good. And the only reason why we're not making a turkey is because my husband is working. And we typically, oh, good, we got some people. Hey, Callie. We typically smoke our turkey. We spatchcock it and then smoke our turkey. But since he's working all day, I'm like, let's not do that. And then all the kids are like, I would rather have ham. So, all right. This is going to be small. My mom's going to come over, and it's just going to be us, the six of us. I'm like, you know what? We can do that. That's totally fine. We will have this yummy brown sugar ham and some awesome fixings and stuff. That's what we're doing. So happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hop on. Talk to me in the comments. You guys know how it works. I take a swig of my drink in my daughter's Starbucks cup. Yes, I stole it from her. All right. So today I was thinking, I'm like, ooh, I need to make one more trip to the grocery store. One more trip to the grocery store. Partially because Minnesota, we're under some winter weather advisory. So we might be hunkered down. And my kids had half a day of school. They don't have school tomorrow, which is actually good. So yeah, I'm making I hear you, Linda. You know, I'm really picky. I like the smoked turkey is super good, but I'm picky. I have to have the dark meat and it's got to be smothered in gravy. And homemade gravy. Okay? I am a homemade gravy kind of girl. I learned how to make my own homemade gravy. I do not make things from a packet. It's totally fine if you do, but like, nope, we make it homemade from scratch. That's the way I love it. And there is a yummy, yummy, yummy smoked turkey gravy or ham or back up smoked turkey gravy that is so incredibly good. That I have to have on my turkey. Otherwise I don't eat my, yeah, you're right. I would rather have ham. So anywho's, we're here to talk about jewelry with a little bit of turkey on the side or ham, whatever you prefer. Really fast before we do talk about a Tuesday questions where I answer your questions about Park Lane jewelry and all the things, the business and things that you want to know. Yes, homemade gravy for sure. I know. We're getting sidetracked with gravy here, Linda. But listen, I'm bound and determined to teach my kids how to make homemade gravy when they're young. You know, so because yeah, I already told my husband that Crew's future wife is going to thank me and love me because I have a son who loves to decorate for Christmas, loves Christmas music, and loves putting ornaments on the tree and all of the things. I hope you're giggling with me. All right, friends, here we go. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, this is for everybody to see, whether you are on the YouTube, on my business page, or in the Bling Boutique. Tomorrow morning, I sneak peeked this on Sunday. I was pretty quiet about it, but now I'm seeing a lot of people are just posting it out on everywhere. So you guys, I don't want to hold back. Hey, Regina, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. where Regina is, 9 a.m. over on that East Coast is the Lindsey Bracelet will drop tomorrow. Okay, this is dropping tomorrow. So this is an ombre purple mini. No, it's micro. Excuse me, it's not a mini. It's a micro impression bracelet. dropping tomorrow at 8 a.m. Now, it will be, I think it's $35 with any order. 100% of the proceeds go back to pancreatic cancer. This is all in honor of one of the leaders that we lost in Parkland Jewelry. Her name is Lindsey. She lost her life to pancreatic cancer like so fast, and it's so heartbreaking. She was 45, 46 years old, something around there, and has 5 kids. And oh my goodness. So they're launching this bracelet tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central. And they're telling me that it is going to go within the first hour of it being live. So if you want the bracelet, there's 2 ways to do it. Okay. If you want this bracelet, you can have my link on hand, or I could create a cart for you. I could send the cart to you tonight. And then tomorrow, as soon as it's 8 a.m. Central, click on the cart, type Lindsey in the search bar, add the Lindsey bracelet to the cart, and check out immediately. Okay. Do not delay. Don't delay. So if you want this, that is how you secure it that way. Otherwise, you can see how it's like I want to say it's a blue purple, and then a purple, and then a fuchsia, and then a purple, and then a blue purple. And it's all silver. Okay. Now, I know I love that Parkland gives back too. So here's the second way that you can get this bracelet. All right. You can tell me what you want. I will figure out your total with the bracelet, your sales tax, shipping, and all the things. And you can Venmo me or whatever the total cost. And then I will process your cart immediately tomorrow morning. I'm already going to do that for somebody because she already told me she's not available at 8 a.m. So I already have one cart to process. So if you want this, that is how we do it. But I will tell you this right now. If you figure out your order with me, and if by chance I'm trying to order things, if I miss it, I will send you your money back, and you cannot hate me because I missed it for some reason. I'm just really nervous. This thing is going to sell out like hotcakes. Okay. They're predicting within the first hour, just insane, but also amazing too, because 100% of the proceeds is going to go straight to pancreatic cancer. I mean, yes, this is so fabulous. So generous, so wonderful. And you know what? Let me do this. Hang on. I'm going to dip my light there. Now you can see that color a little bit more, right? Because the light isn't so bright. So beautiful. Okay. Now you know it's silver and gorgeous. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. You know what to do, right? You know what to do? Okay. That was order of business number 1. Order of business number 2 is answering your questions. Let me pop open the Bling Boutique and see what questions you got here. All right. If you have a piece of Parkland that was purchased at a vendor event or breaks or tarnishes, how do you go about getting it fixed or replaced? Great question. When somebody shops at any of my like vendor events and things like that, I always send them home with my business card. So I hope to goodness they just contact me and I can help fix the issue, you know? So that's the answer I have. So anytime I just, talk to me and let me know if something happens. Yeah. So Jessica wants to know, how close are you getting to getting your husband the trip? Because yes, we are pedal to the metal. We have until tomorrow evening. Oh man, I just spent the last hour messaging a bunch of people. Sorry if you got my message, but honestly, I never know. I know it's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm looking at some comments now that I can see them. I never know who is seeing my information on the social medias and where I'm posting it. So that's why I also try to touch base with people on a personal level too, and let them know what's happening, because sometimes you guys don't see things, and that's okay. I mean, that's the unfortunate thing about social media is you might not see everything, or the algorithm might not think that you need to see that. So how close am I? Let's see, what's my number? 2,500 away. Okay. That might sound like a big number to you guys, and it is kind of a big number, but I'm about 2,500 points away from earning my husband a trip to Amsterdam, and it all needs to be in by tomorrow. Now, I will tell you this, that 2,500 isn't just my points, but I have at least 2 other stylists who I know will be submitting something by tomorrow, and whatever they submit by tomorrow, that is also going to help and help secure my husband a trip. So, but honestly, I would love to just do it all myself. So I'm not worried about whatever they put in or if they miss a deadline or anything like that, you know? So 2,500, totally doable, totally doable. All right. With your help. And I'm not necessarily saying you buy, I'm saying like, you could be sharing me with other people. Be like, look, this girl has a big mission. Anything, even if it's a $30 order, it's going to help. They all add up, right? They all add up. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Why are you not allowed to show older pieces? Oh, Carol wants to know this question. I don't know if you're right with that one. Sometimes I think it could help sell newer pieces. Example, the Dasher necklace style with the Dawson earrings for everyone who has them, as long as there's a disclaimer that there's no longer in line. Okay, so that's a great question. I'm allowed to show whatever I want to. Really, it's not that I'm not allowed to show a discontinued piece. So it's more so, because I'm going live on a public forum and not just in my bling boutique. Somebody might be scrolling by and see my live and see me showing off these Dawson earrings. And then I get the question of like, oh my gosh, how can I get them? And then I have to break their heart and be like, oh, just kidding, they're not available. So rather than having that secondary conversation of breaking their heart, like, I'm sorry, I'm showing off pieces that you can't get, I would rather just not show it at all. Know what I mean? But, you know, once in a while, maybe I should be mentioning like, oh yeah, the Dawson hoops, if you have those, would go great with the Dasher necklace. So it's not that I can't. It's just more so like, I don't want to confuse somebody who's just scrolling by and all of a sudden they see something I'm showing and then they're like, wait, what? I want that. I want that. And then you have to flat out say like, hey, I'm so sorry. I can't get that one for you. I will once in a while show off like an impression bracelet of a previous whatever drop. And I am really clear when I do that because it might be the same size or the same color tone or something like that. So I'll let people know then that this whatever's not available, but it compares like this. So yeah, I'm allowed to do what I want, but that's kind of why I tend not to. All right. Hope that makes sense. Because Park Lane's been in business so long over the years, how are some of the past pieces considered collectible or rare? I would say so. Yeah, like once in a while, Park Lane will launch, like they'll put an incentive out there and say, oh my gosh, all stylists that submit like $500 worth between this 24-hour period is going to get a piece from the vault. And the vault is like way back deep in the home office, some like super high-end collectible jewelry that Taylor will go sifting through and she'll find some beautiful gems. And you'll get one in the mail. This is a vault piece, a random vault piece. And so sometimes they're absolutely gorgeous and sometimes they look like they're from the 80s. I mean, because like it's from the vault, right? But yeah, I would say some of those are considered rare and collectibles. And like, for example, where is that? I have, what do I do with it? Oh, yeah. Okay. This Shirley pin, this one right here, I will never get rid of. Because yes, I was given it, so I took pictures with it. But this was the pin that Shirley, our founder, wore all the time, like on her sport jacket and all of the things on her blazers. And it's so beautiful, you guys. And I actually just have it right in my display behind me. You guys know, you don't always see the display I have up here, but I won't get rid of this because honestly, this is a legacy piece. This is a collector's piece this is something that I don't think that's still available on the website. It was available for a moment. But and it does have a little hook where you can put a chain through it. However, I couldn't fit any of our Park Lane chains through it because of the way the extenders and things are. But how beautiful is that? So to me, this swan is a reminder of where we came from and where Park Lane originated. And I'm always going to keep it within sight because, gosh, Shirley was such a trailblazer. And she never, I don't know if she realized what was going to happen with Park Lane when she started it. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. So yeah, this considered highly collectible, I would say. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna put that right back right there. Okay. Of all the Park Lane trips I've been on, which was my favorite, or which one's memories you call most often? Says Amy. Oh my gosh. Oh, they all have something amazing happening in them. I will say that I loved Aruba. I've never been to Aruba except with Park Lane. I loved Aruba. I loved the fact that we were right on the equator. And just like, of course, you guys, if you followed me for a long time, you know that Seisha's like love is like the hot weather. That was one of my favorite trips by far. But I mean, Aruba is great. Hawaii, when we went to Kona, Hawaii, that one was memorable in a couple different ways. For one, it was February, and so I mean, some of the weather was good, and some of it just wasn't. Like, like, and one of the excursions Craig and I wanted to go out on was to swim with the manta rays or something like that. Sorry, my doorbell just rang and my dog's gonna bark. What it was to like swim with the manta rays, but it was nighttime. So it was like you go out in the boat and then you all gather around, you hang on to this like surfboard shaped thing that has lights underneath it. And then you'll see like all the manta rays and stuff swimming underneath you. Okay. I was a little nervous about that one anyways, because it's dark and then you're going to be in the ocean, right? Okay. Fear number one. But when Craig and I got to the point, we were getting our wetsuits on and all the things, the weather started to turn terribly. And we got on this like skinny boat, and I happened to be right in the front, and the weather started to turn massively. And then we couldn't even get out of the boat because the weather was so bad. And like we all put our snorkel masks on in order to like be able to even see. That's how bad the rain was. I mean, it was comical. It was really comical. I mean, we got our money back, but like that was probably memorable just because it was probably the worst kind of excursion that we tried to go on. But you know what? It was memorable for sure. I'm sure I'm going to think of other fantastic trip memories after I get off this live. But yeah. So for those watching, like Craig and I have been on many trips, and with Park Lane, like the first one we went on was Disney World. And I have always wanted to go to Disney World as a kid, as a child. We saved money for it. We never went. And I finally earned the trip, and I happened to be pregnant during the trip. So of course they couldn't go on any of the rides except for a couple. And my husband got to do all the single rider lanes and just get on all the rides. So like he had a fantastic time at Disney World, and I just held the bag. But like that was fun because it was my first experience with Park Lane, first experience with the family. And I remember trying on some shoes because I needed some good sandals when we were out there. And all of a sudden, this random dude started talking to me, and I looked up, and it was Scott, the CEO of the company. He's like, "Hey, Seisha, good to see you here." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's Scott." And I had met him in February of that year when he flew me out to Palm Springs California to teach me and tell me all about Park Lane and to tell me all the reasons why I should be joining Park Lane. And so the fact that he spotted me in Disney World and he recognized me and he remembered my name, okay? All of these things, this is the CEO of the company. And just treated me like a family, told me congratulations on the baby and all the things. And I mean, it was quite amazing. So anywho's, okay. Yolanda wants to know, are stylists able to win when participating or buying from you or others? Well, I don't know about others. But in all of the things that I do, like my giveaways, my prizes and things like that, like if it's a prize that's based on like buying and stuff, like for example, Melvin, y'all right over there. Sorry if you heard that. For example, like my Amsterdam trip drawings that's in the description. Like if you make a purchase, it's basically based on purchases. You're going to earn tickets. If you make a purchase, you're going to earn a ticket. I don't care who you are. Like, if you're a stylist, fine. You're going to get a ticket into my drawings because you purchased on my website to help support me. Like, okay. So yeah. Good Lord. Are you all right, sir? Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know about others. I don't know how, it all kind of depends. But yeah. All right, friends. That was a long live. You guys. All right. Lindsey Bracelet. What's our plan? Tomorrow drops 8 a.m. 8 a.m. drops $34 or $35. One of the two. I think it's 35 with any size order. Any size order. Okay? Any size order. You could get a simple pair of starlit earrings and then you could get the Lindsey Bracelet. But full disclosure, they think it's going to sell out within an hour. So if you want it, got the link in the description, or if you want my help, please DM me or send me a text and we can figure out a way to make sure that you get this. And I will do my best to get it for you as long as we chat beforehand and I know exactly what you want and all the things. So 8 a.m. comes, I'm ready to process orders. All right. Okay, friends, that's it. Have a great rest of your day. Remember to breathe. And remember, it's all about family, and done is better than perfect, right? Done is better than perfect, especially when we get close to the holidays. All right, talk to you later, everybody.